Greetings, fellow Portal Masters. Greetings, fellow Portal Masters. I am Rowsell, and it's once again time to crash down to another episode of Discuss The Skylands here on the channel. Nailing it now. Only took me a couple attempts, but I finally did it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning into another episode of Discuss The Skylands. Now, for some reason, if you're watching episode 7 and you're just like, wait, what is this show? Well, you have a lot of catching up to do. But that's fine. You got weeks to do it. It's okay. I do this once a week, so you can watch all the episodes, and then by the time you watch them all, you're all caught up, and you'll probably have episode 8 ready then. Just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, Discuss Skylanders is a series where I sit down and discuss a certain topic of Skylanders with you and get your opinion back. Isn't that cool? I think that's pretty cool. I think the fact that we can sit here and talk about our favorite Skylanders and things involving Skylands and all that is really cool. It's something we can do an open discussion about. And I mean, this could be a series I continue into the future too. So maybe after episode 12, I might be able to come up with more ideas. Who knows? We'll see by the time I get this done. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning into another episode of this one. Last week I did, however, mention that it's villain time. Baby, it's time to get evil. I'll go like this the whole episode. So, in Trap Team, I can't do that. So in Trap Team, they introduced a really cool thing where you can take a little crystal, put it into the portal, and trap villains and play with them. There's 32 villains. If I'm not, there's 30 villains. There's a lot of villains. There's 40? There's a lot of villains. So just letting you know, there's a lot of them. And I played with every single one of them for my Trap Team video. And there's one Skylander that stuck out the entire time, and that's Pinata. Pinata is a giant confetti boy. Did I play Pinata yet for I have not. Thought I have, I don't know why. I might have by the time this video comes out. Oops. Pinata was so much fun to play as. I love the fact that he was a giant pinata that just ran around just going, like when he runs, his hand was mouth open and he just goes, "Who wants candy?" And mouth just like running around. He had a giant lollipop that he smashes down and hits people, and he had a secondary move where he shoots out pinatas, and you can smack the pinatas to do extra damage. That's what I found really cool about Pinata, because a lot of the Skylanders only came with like one move, or the second move wasn't really anything. But Pinata had literally a perfect mix where I would play the game and use him to level up other Skylanders that were too low and go into the higher levels and just throw at Pinata and let him beat them, and it was so much fun. The introduction to Pinata is great too. How he just for some reason he's in the he's in the Magic. No, it's not the Magic World. It's actually Dreamcatcher's world. So yeah, Hoodsickle's in there too. Think about it. But yeah, he made such an iconic debut that he became a Skylander himself in Imagineers, which we're not going to discuss his Imagineers thing because the villains in Imagineers, in my opinion, don't count towards this one. So think about that when you're thinking about your reasoning here. But just having Pinata, and literally it was so much fun because whenever I go play Trap Team, I always had his trap out. Every other trap was put away. I never once switched Pinata out for anyone else. I literally had his trap on there. I had that purple barrel one that was there. The whole time was just Pinata, and that was it. I wasn't using anyone else. Even when I switched over to Superchargers, and you could put the trap in the portal to unlock the Sky Stone and even use it during the racing, if I'm not mistaken, I had that one in there too the whole time. Pinata is just so much fun to play with, and again, his debut where he just drops down and he just comes, he's like just ready to smash you, and you're like, oh, okay. And then his fight was actually kind of fun, and you're like, you gotta get the hang of it, or you can be like me and cheese it, like I did on, I think, the mini lock or the Trapmaster lock. One of them was I cheesed it at first. Or I did it in some video. I know I cheesed them. And I was like, oh, this is not supposed to happen. I think I was like, I was doing lob shots on him, I think, or something like that, and I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to do this, which you're not supposed to. And then I happened to beat him for it. But I remember getting Pinata, and the first time seeing him, I remember seeing him on the picture, and I'm like, that's a Pinata. That's a very interesting one. And I seen his name was Pinata. I'm like, oh my god, he's a pun. And you guys know how much I love puns. Well, there you go. That's how much I love Taekwondo Crow, for example. Taekwondo Crow! He's literally Taekwondo, but Taekwondo Crow. Like, it's hard for me to even look at Taekwondo Crow now. Taekwondo and not say Taekwondo Crow. So it's almost like looking at Pinata and not saying Pinata. That's how much those two have had impacts on me. So, like, Pinata's right here, and Taekwondo Crow is really close too. But Pinata's definitely my favorite. I haven't played with him in a long time in Trap Team because I haven't really had the things out. But, I mean, insanely fun. It's so much fun for just to be able to throw out Pinata, do what you can with him, and just tear through everything. So Pinata is hands down my favorite villain for Trap Team. And it's really cool. It's something cool they really introduced in the game, for example, and then bringing him back in a later game, like a new version of him where he became a villain kind of reborn, you know, and he became a sensei. and became a Smasher Sensei, which was great. I love that. A lot of cool things added to the game, which might lead into our next topic. Oh yeah, nice segue, nice segue. Thank you, thank you. Pat myself on the back for that one. But yes, Pinata is my favorite villain. But, as I did mention, the Imagineers did bring something pretty creative to the game where you can create your own Skylander. But, I think I have a better idea for Skylanders 7 if it ever happens. So next week we're going to talk about my future Skylander game idea. What could it be? You'll find it next Thursday. But for now, let me know your favorite villain in the comments below from Trap Team. So the Imagineers one don't count, so literally all the Trap villains in Trap Team are available. And if you say Rage Mage, I know you're joking. But someone's going to do it anyways. And I want someone to leave a big description of why Rage Mage is great. So I can heart it and say, oh my god, you actually did it. Kind of like with the Fluffy Butt Challenge, you know? Someone actually did it. I really replied with, oh my god, he actually did. Someone actually did it. So that's what I'm going to say. If you do the Rage Mage Challenge, this is the Rage Mage Challenge. You put a whole thing about Rage Mage and how much you love them. I will heart the comment, like it, and then say, oh my god, someone actually did it. Alright, there you go. There's your challenge for the week. But actually leave your favorite villain too. I would like to know that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Discuss the Skylands. We'll be back next week for another episode where we're going to talk about future game ideas. So that's going to be great. So I'm excited to see that one, even though I already had a video of 5 future game ideas. Hilariously, the one I'm mentioning is not going to be in there. Just saying. But as always, I bid you farewell.